Let's go down to Phil Wood with Ryan Zimmerman.
Thank you, Johnny. You know, for 12 years, Eddie Yost was the everyday third baseman for the Washington Senators right through the 1958 season. Now, they called him the walking man because he drew over 1,300 walks while wearing a Washington uniform. He was also a pretty good defender as well. Now, the Nationals have a third baseman now they hope lasts a lot longer than Eddie Yost did, and that's Ryan Zimmerman, who joins me here. And Ryan, I brought with me one of Yost's gloves that he used in about 1950, and I just wanted to get your commentary on how that would affect the way you play third.
It's a little different than the one I use now, but it'd be a little bit tougher to play the position with this thing on, but it's pretty interesting to see what they used back then and what we use now and how far it's come along.
Well, isn't it interesting that it took baseball almost 50 years to lace the fingers together instead of them being free? Now, would that allow you would that force you to play closer in or further out?
I have no clue what I'd do with this thing, to tell you the truth. It's almost like a knock it down and then pick it up and throw it over, but it kind of makes you respect what they did even more. I mean, it'd be hard to play infield with this thing.
Well, one thing you did recently, which I think kind of went unnoticed, is that with your 102nd home run, you became the all-time Washington home run leader at third base, beating Eddie Yost, who had 101 home runs. And I brought with me one of Eddie's bats to give you a look at that, also from about 1950. How does that compare to yours?
A little bit smaller, I think. It's heavy, though. I mean, they used heavier bats back then, but no, it's definitely a different kind of model. I think we have bigger barrels now, and there's only a couple models back then, but this is not too far off what some people use nowadays, I think.
And of course, that was before pine tar, and they used it's kind of a petrified adhesive tape on there now. How does that work? I mean, is that worthwhile?
It's not as sticky as we get it today. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the sticky stuff. I think some people use a lot more than others, but you could definitely use this in the game, I think.
I wouldn't suggest you using it this evening. Anyway, congratulations on the home run record for third baseman, and thanks for joining us here.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Back to you, Johnny.